Hey everybody, it's Kim Shivler. Welcome. Today we're going to look at how to get rid of a bunch of unapproved comments. I think many of us have been guilty of this. Sometimes we set them to be approved, where we have to approve a comment before it gets posted on our site. And then we lose track, or we see spam come by and we don't actually deal with it. And all of a sudden we have 200 or 300 or more items in that approve, and we just want to delete them all. We figure they're mainly spam. Now, in my example, I'm only going to have 2, but I'm going to tell you that when I was testing this, I had a site that had 900 unapproved comments that I had been negligent in keeping track of. So today I'm going to show you about a plugin that's going to help us handle this. Now, as I did this, I want you to know when you're deleting a lot of comments, you need 2 things. You need to delete the comments, and then you really are going to need to run some optimization on your database. Because when we delete things out of databases, it kind of leaves holes in them. So we want to keep them optimized so that they run perfectly, or at least smoothly. Nothing runs perfectly, let's be honest. So as I had to keep that in mind as I was looking for these plugins. So let's get started. I'm going to come down to plugins and add new. And I'm going to type in database, cleaner, and optimizer because I needed to clean up those comments and then I needed to optimize. And here's what happened as I started looking through this. I found some that cleaned, some that optimized, and very few that did both with the pending, the unapproved. I found several that would clean out. If you've already marked it as spam or trash, they would clean it out. And that's important. It's important to know that when you post something into trash in WordPress, it's not actually deleted. It's still held in the database under trash. That's why if you've ever tried to recreate a blog post that you already created and had deleted, it will come up with a number after it like 2 because there's actually a name in there. I'm going to have other blog posts on that. But my goal for this plugin was that it would not only delete the plugins, and they had to be the plugins in unapproved, and it would also optimize the database. I came to this because someone asked me about it. This was one of my questions, so I'm answering it now. So as I look through all of them, this one, WP Cleanup Optimizer, great. 9,000 plus installs, 3.5 stars, and it's compatible with the latest version of WordPress. I like that. But the problem is it didn't do the pending or the unapproved. It just did spam and trash. I found that with several others too. When I finally got to this one, Cleanup Booster, 300 plus active installs, not huge. Only 4 reviews, not huge. 5 stars, which is good. It's compatible with my version of WordPress, but it does what I need it to do. So I went ahead and tried it, and it worked really well. So I'm going to show it to you. Now, before you do this, please make sure you've backed up your database. And if you saw my article on how to test that backup and restore are working, I really recommend you do that too. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this. And you'll notice at that point, it adds this cleanup booster to my dashboard. Now you can see in my comments, I have 2. This is 2 unapproved. Again, this is my lesson site, but I did use it on one with several hundred and it worked very well. Now they have a real good disclaimer here. So if you want a demo, they've got the manual, but they do have a premium edition. One of the things I really liked with this one is you can either schedule it or you can do manual. And for this, we're just going to do manual. Notice here, it tells me each of these items, how many auto drafts I have, feeds that I have coming through my dashboard, unapproved comments, which is what we're looking for, and several others. Now, in the future, I'm going to dig into these plugins more to see the different options. But for today, what we're looking at is the unapproved comments. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on empty. Are you sure? Yes, I am. And that's all there is to it. I have now removed all of that and taken care of it, and I can go about my business. This is Kim Shivler. I hope I'll see you in the next lesson. Thanks for joining me.